There is apparently a growing trend in recent years that's seen more and more couples maintaining an intimate relationship without actually moving in together. And it's called LAT, living apart together. So could you have a LAT, not latte, LAT.
A skinny LAT,
A skinny LAT, a skinny LAT, living apart together. Would it work for you?
Well, I don't think Mark and I would have stayed together if we'd done that, because on paper that all looks great, doesn't it? Or when they're irritating, when they're this, you've got your own space, and then you meet up and you have a bit of slap and tickle and it's all really nice and lovely. But actually the reality, and actually what I'm really proud of in my relationship is, we were massive flouncers. I was always storming off, he was storming off. I was like, I'm going to sleep on this row. You know how you're not supposed to, I'm going to sleep on this row. And we would have split up, I think. But it's the living together, and it's growing up a bit and accepting the things that you never thought you would be able to accept that makes a relationship, I think. Having said that... Having said that, if, I dare to even put it out in the ether, something ever happened and Mark and I weren't together, he died or whatever, I would not be able...
A bit strong.
I would not be able to live with somebody again.
No, me
I
neither.
I can't do it again.
Again. So
No.
is that, do we get more intolerant as we get older?
I think so, because it sounds like absolute heaven to me.
Like they're just down the road.
Oh, just when they get on your nerves, like, see ya.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know. I think it's to do with getting older, yeah, maybe, and also, yeah, maybe being less tolerant. Because when I first married Shane, I also met a celebrity at the time who'd been married years and years and years, but they'd never lived together. He had a house like half a mile up the road. She stayed in her house. And I remember at the time thinking, well, what's the point? What's the point of even being married? You're just kind of like dating. And I realised that when she was talking about him, it was all very much, well, he likes his own space and he likes to do this. And I thought, what about you, though? And I don't think... I think she agreed to it, but having said that, they were still married like 28 years later, so it obviously worked for them. But at the time, I thought, oh no, that's awful. It wouldn't work for me. Now.
That's all you need to know, really.
Say more.
I think it is. You get older and you think, I can't make all these allowances for another person.
It's compromise,
It's exhausting, isn't it? It's hard work, a relationship, in a good way.
I would hate it, because you miss sharing everything with them, apart from the responsibilities and the children and everything, and sharing the bed and all of that. I would actually really miss him if he moved out. And God forbid, if anything happened to him, then I would never be interested in meeting someone else. That would be it. And if anything happened to me and he married someone else, I'd come back and haunt him.
Whereas I would want Mark to meet somebody as soon as possible.
Would
If
you?
I died, oh my God, I would want him. A few
And
weeks
looking
ago.
after your girls as well.
Yeah, but a few weeks ago there was this novelist out in America who wrote this letter. She knew she was dying. She wrote this letter to the next woman that was going to be with her husband, explaining what an incredible man he was, and she wanted that. I wouldn't want him to be on his own.
I totally agree with you.
Would you?
I would want them.
Well,
come on now, would you want Eamonn to meet someone else?
Yes, obviously I would. I wouldn't want him to be on his own, but I would struggle with thinking about it.
You wouldn't?
I would struggle with thinking
Jealousy
about
from the grave.
No, like now.
Ruth, jealousy from the grave.
It would be. I'd be exactly the same.
If you make me think about it...
You won't know about it, you're dead.
I don't want anyone else looking after my children, my grandchildren.
You two missed it.
I would, because I'd be back watching them.
No, of course I would want him to be with somebody, and it would have to be somebody
Don't believe
amazing.
You. I do not believe you, Ruth.
Am I not sounding convincing?
Well, because me and Eamonn have got it planned.
How long were you and Eamonn together before you moved in?
Probably about 5 years. I moved to London, I had my own house, he had his place. We didn't live that far apart. So we were either, he was at mine, I was at his. But like you, we did that really childish thing of, especially me, of stomping off. So if we had a row, I'm a great door slammer and flouncer off.
Oh, I love it.
I go, right, that's it, I'm going. And then we do the standoff, like a couple of days, who's going to phone first. And it's really childish.
And who did phone first?
9 times out of 10.
No, it was mixed, actually.
Was it?
Mixed. It wasn't, but, we could go a couple couple of days without one of us or the other of us calling. But then as soon as we did move in together, and then we had Jack, we realised, you know, the first row we had, I thought, right, that's it, I'm off. And I thought, oh no, I can't, can I? 'Cause I've got Jack. So I stayed.
So do you think that like I do about Mark, that if you hadn't have eventually moved in together, those flounces would have got longer and longer?
I don't think it wouldn't have been very healthy. It wouldn't have been a healthy way of having a relationship. So.
And of course, the expense. You've got two houses, two cars, everything.
It's worth it, isn't it?
Worth every penny.
Just stay together and
Flounce off and leave the kids with him.
Yeah.